How are you feeling, Grandpa?
What do you mean? I'm fine. Is this about Prokopy? To hell with him. I've dealt with him before, and this time we sent him to the abyss together. It's a pity I didn't do it properly the first time around.
And old Igor, and he's funny.
So, how's the progress going on your seals?
Soon they all will be gone. I think we can make it in time.
God bless. Yegor Yevlampovich, Vasilisa.
Oh, these two again.
Why, isn't that groom with his bride?
So, you're keeping your word, Nikolai?
I told you I needed a bride, and with help from you and God, here we are.
The wedding is close. I see you've covered yourselves, as is tradition.
Yes, we needed to have this wedding as soon as possible, so that the Bonics wouldn't drag me back. I understand you have a lot to think about. Vasya, weddings are the least of your worries, but if you can't do it, no one can. You were the matchmaker for me and Nikolai, so you should stand as matchmaker by my side at the wedding.
I have no time to give a dowry at a bachelorette party.
Right. The week has passed. The dowry appeared at my house, and what I lacked, the girls from my village helped out with.
The main thing is you being my matchmaker.
I can't. I have other business.
It's all right, Vasya. You can go. We have some time. And when the wedding passes, a solution to a problem might reveal itself.
You too, old Igor, come. You'll be our master of ceremonies.
What an honor. To what do I owe the pleasure, huh?
Well, you taught Vasilisa and helped with the items for the bride.
That's right. Well, you see, Vasya, how can you say no?
Who did you ask to be your best man?
Petьka, the accordion player. He's an old friend of mine.
Fedьka? What curse can he help you with? How can we attend such a wedding, Grandpa?
Stop it, Vasya. Fedьka will manage. He's a jester, but he can. Besides, we'll be there. We'll help with the evil spirits and Khalduns.
All right, but Fedьka needs looking after, so he won't curse the wedding himself.
Thank you, Vasilisa. I brought a gift for you. I think you'll like it, and it should prove useful.
We didn't come only because of the invitation. We need a nowhere's help. My future mother-in-law hired brewers to make beer.
But they quit halfway through. They say demons chased them away. They're beside themselves with fear.
We decided not to approach these demons without you. Maybe it's Banniks trying to interfere with the wedding.
You made a wise choice.
Is the bright side brewing beer?
We decided both sides will brew. The villagers are close to each other.
In Pakcha, where my mother lives, there are some skilled brewers. We hired them. Father is long gone, after all.
What are they saying about Chorts?
Some shadows are being noisy, turning over tubs and whatnot.
See, they're brewing the beer by the river, so I thought that the Aptericha might reveal herself.
When's the wedding day?
Everyone is invited the day after tomorrow. First is the wedding day, and the next day we're going for a ceremony. Not everything is by the book, but you know how it is.
All right, I'll help you. After all, the ceremony is incomplete without beer, and you have your whole life ahead of you.
Well, come the day after tomorrow then, if I'm the master of ceremonies.
See you soon. Lord be with you.
Yeah. Do.
Greetings. God bless.
God bless. What brings you here, Your Honor? The stove flap is over there to your right.
Alexander looks around, perplexed.
Grandpa, he's not here about that. He doesn't know these things either. And the matchmakers come without a groom.
Hello, Vasilisa. I was in the area for business and decided to drop in. I mean, I think you'll also be interested in this case I have. They talk about you and your grandfather quite often. You remember that fired short that tortured the girl in Logovo? There's a similar case in the village near Pakcha. It's called Severnaya Settlement.
That's where I'm going to track this chort. So, Severnaya Settlement? You start treating them with your methods. Perhaps I'll drop by.
Thank you. Till we meet again.
Hold on. Fancy some tea? Help me move the table first, would you?
Table? No time. My patients are waiting.
Alexander hurriedly leaves your izba.
Okay. Near the Kolva. This dusty road winds along the Kolva.
It's getting dark. You keep the black book ready. Khaldoons often put their chorts by the roads, as you have already witnessed several times. Soon, you notice someone's burning eyes under the roots of an old fir tree.
XP. Why not? See. Go an easy fight. This road is close to the forest, so I should keep an eye out.
Among the treetops, you notice a silent giant. His figure towers over the trees and sheds a dark shadow on the frozen road. You enter the forest and walk towards the spirit, but soon hear laughter in the distance. A whirlwind of dust emerges from the darkness. It splits into a swarm of demons.
Do, 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 do. Oh. Okay, Northern Settlement. Somewhere around here is the house Alexander went to. It'll be easy to find. But this sounds like it's gonna be
You find the Izba Alexander told you about without any difficulties, and question the locals. As it turns out, the husband of the sick woman died recently. Your acquaintance is already here.
do, 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 do.
These are fish traps. Looks like her husband used to be a fisherman. The furniture, as well as the rest of the Izba, has fallen into disrepair. It's clear that the woman can't look after the house alone.
You open the chest and are hit with a foul stench. Inside lie everyday items of the woman and several linen sacks. It seems they are the source of the smell.
I will check them in a second. Okay.
Let me be. I need to rest. The fever won't let me be.
I need to search the Izba to know what's going on here. They say you became a widow. Oh, Jesus Christ, may he rest in peace.
Yes, he died, but I'm managing.
Sometimes dead husbands come back from the afterlife. Have you heard of that?
What kind of story is that? That sort of thing never happens. Lord have mercy.
Don't try to be cunning with me. I've seen all kinds of charts, and I can sense the Walking Dead from a mile away.
Phew, witch! What could you know about me and my Vasya? You know nothing.
Maybe I'll be able to convince her if I pretend to be her acquaintance. So, what did her husband do?
Oh, fisherman.
Perhaps he was a fisherman. Looks like it. There are fish traps in the corner. What do you mean? I know you through my godfather. He used to go fishing with your Vasily quite often.
He won't be fishing any now. He's dead, I'll tell you. Go away. You and your groom let me rest.
She still doesn't believe me. How can I convince her that everything's not so simple with her guest?
That, let's see, a wedding, huh? Wedding is one of the transition cycle rites symbolizing a person's temporary death, passage through the world of the dead, and rebirth. For this reason, weddings were carried out in the same time frames as were funerals and labor rituals. The girl received the status of bride 3 days after the matchmaking, the day when her parents agreed on a wedding date and dowry size. For the wedding feast, she was forbidden to go out. If guests came, she hid herself in the woman's corner, a place behind the stove. On the third day, she performed ritual crying to say goodbye to her house. On the 7th and 20th day, she repeated rituals saying goodbye to her homestead and village respectively. 3 days before the wedding feast, she bid farewell to her friends and the world in general. During the feast, she was not allowed to eat, drink, or uncover her face. Thus, the bride returned to the world of the living only on the 40th after matchmaking, following her wedding night. I don't know what this is. Dragon wouldn't sit on bench. Gifstone?
You think your Vasily brings
Yay.
you sweets? Take a closer look.
Jesus, what have you done, witch?
I know who is to blame for your sickness. If you want to live, you must tell me.
All right, I'll tell you, but don't you tell anyone. My husband didn't die. He still visits me in the evenings, but he told me to keep quiet. People won't understand.
You hear the sound of scattering sparks. A fire chort, familiar to you, emerges from the stove, and it immediately turns into a human.
Again with your blood switch. Don't interfere with my business.
You want to kill me? Didn't work out for you last time.
Ha! Kill? I have another purpose. You stopped me here, but I'll find other creatures.
Not so fast. You can't hide from me in my Uyezd.
That may be so. That's why you will be busy with my new friends. I won't be back here.
A couple of chorts appear near him, while he himself turns into a fiery whirlwind and disappears into the chimney.
To hell with that woman! You want to beat the snake? Go after it!
You can catch up with that chort if you don't spend time on these demons. But what will happen to the sick woman?
Go.
You run after the fiery chort. You catch up to the chort in the fields near the village. You read your first Zagavr, not giving him the opportunity to escape into the night sky.
Why don't I have a curse? Right.
Stop, witch! Don't destroy me! Don't let me burn! Take me into your service. I will curse people at your orders.
Now you're talking, Snake. In my service?
No.
That's enough with cursing. You've cursed your last. Go to hell!
What the heck did that one did I miss that? What's the following for some reason I wonder if they asked Lesha's permission. What is this?
Ahead, you see a long snake moving slowly along the path. You come closer and realize that it is a throng of small worms intertwined like a rope. Their silky skin glitters in the moonlight. They move together towards their unknown wormish goals.
Theodore the Colden. We had a Colden in our village. Theodore was his name. An old bachelor. People were afraid of him. Coldens are like that. They will cure you one day and cripple you the next. If they don't like you, they are sure to put a curse on you. They have no other option. The shorts won't leave them alone. Theodore lived next door to a nice family who had never wronged the old man. They would bring him eggs for Easter and camels to make a shirt. They even fixed his porch one time. Theodore looked like Theodore took a liking to the youngest son Igor and took him on as an apprentice. He was a shepherd, you see. Taught him how to handle cattle, recognize bird calls, and read animal tracks. When the boy came of age and it was time for him to take a bride, his sweetheart didn't pay him any mind. The neighbors came to seek Theodore's help, and he told them, "I know of your trouble, and I help you." He put a small incense pocket around his neck with what looked like grains of rice to touch, but were actually army worms. They were magical, but in a good way, meant to protect. He also took a simple ring, not gold or silver, that had a pebble for a stone, and whispered onto the ring, "O my lords, Cosmos and Damon, forge a marriage for them, a strong one, that lasts until their hair is white, and his beard is long." Diego gifted this ring to his sweetheart on Yuletide, when unmarried young people make merry, and on Pentecost they were wed. Theodore was the best man and sat at the head of the table. So we should take the worms with us then.
You carefully gather the army worms inside a small bottle. Soon they will dry out and become a good addition to a spell or herb.
That's a nice one. Hope you're gonna heal up over here or something. Koshka River. Next one. Yeah.
You notice the pale heads of the drowned looking out of the water. They are almost certainly waiting for a careless victim to drag under.
Okay, I have 2 health.
You open the book and read the
Let's
first
see if we
Zagala.
can heal up a little. Only gone. Both of these are good. Okay, I need to remove some cards from my deck. It's too many. I'm not getting my cursed one. We need these many defense ones. Let's see. Yeah, we build up a little bit. What's the fair? What they have?
At the crossroads of two trade routes, you see the annual fair.
Yeah, this is the same as usual. Let's see.
Low prices. Come and buy some herbs and other goods I brought.
Getting that one.
Seek me out, girl, and I will grant you knowledge.
Hello, Wes. How you doing? Nothing that we really need right now. Something we really need here. Rage 2. Yeah. Well, thank you. Time to wake up after having dinner. Drink some coffee. No, I didn't. Started only, is it a week ago? So a dual stream. I stream both on Twitch and YouTube. Before I was only on Twitch, so but with a plugin I can stream on both, so why not? Some people like Twitch and some people like YouTube, so that one would actually be good to have. Get that one. So what are you playing currently? You know what? Let's save that. It should be done. Sabalotin's barnyards. There's nothing to drive us in the barns yet, so the youngsters enjoying themselves. Okay, we're gonna learn the song now. What are you playing currently?
You hear the lingering sounds of songs long known to you. At one of the izbas, you see a late-running Vichorka. It may be worth stopping to listen for a while. You sit by a house and dissolve in a deep song.
Push the village. I need to find out exactly where the brewers put the boiling pot. I don't want to wander along the Kolva.
Life goes on as usual in the sleepy Pakcha village. The peasants have returned from their work and fill the village with hearth fire glimmers shining from tall windows. The shop is still open.
Can't decide on one, huh? Are you playing the normal Skyrim or have you modded it? So let's see. You should probably check with the peasants.
The peasants answer your questions with enthusiasm when they learn that you are the knower matchmaker they have heard of. According to the villagers of Pakcha, they seldom encounter wonders in their mundane life. Everyone laughs at the men who were brewing beer. Supposedly, they were so carried away with their work that they saw the devil himself.
Yeah, when I played Skyrim last, I had like a lot of mods. What's it? Yeah, 398 mods. Yeah, I used it. There's a collection. They have like no, because I use a collection that has like a lot of mods that improves a lot of stuff and adds things. All immersive and pure collection. Really, it's a really nice one because it installed. It's a bit of a grind to install everything though. You can like install it with one go, but then you have to pay for it. You know, be a member of. Otherwise, you just have to install it one by one yourself, but it's very smooth to do, so just takes time. Okay. The merchants. Oh. There.
You whisper a prayer and catch your breath.
Okay, found the brewers.
You easily find the home of the peasants who brewed beer, but their izba looks empty. You look into the galbets and see a man who is putting crosses on vials and barrels. He jumps when you call out to him.
Christ almighty, what are you scaring me for? I nearly died.
I knocked, didn't you hear? I'm here about the wedding. They asked to bring beer.
We couldn't cook the beer to the end, you understand? The bride is a chort in disguise, everyone knows that. So some of them sharp-tailed visited us. We barely managed to escape. With God's help, I'll bless the ingredients. We managed to brew the mash, then added hops to the cauldron. Everything with God's words, everything proper. A pound of hops and a pound of malt. And then a demon showed up. Lord have mercy.
Tell me about the demon you saw.
Someone cursed us. That must be it. Looked like a lump of meat that kept glaring at us. So we ran. Left everything there. We prepared part of it, but we're too scared to go there now.
So you brewed everything by the book?
Everything as it should be, with prayers and according to the recipe. First, the girls came to us from the bride's side, tried to put out the fire. Then, later, closer to the evening, a man came along. And at nightfall, it all began. The bride's cursed, so the devil showed up.
What man?
I don't know. Didn't have the chance to look at him proper. He stood for some time in the distance, and then left.
Did you brew by the river?
Right. Wait, you're going there now? This late? You'll be killed.
It's all right. I have God's word with me. The devil will have to retreat.
Well, God be with you. Go to the east of the last Isba. You won't miss it.
Okay. Let's go and have a fight then.
It's quiet in the brewing area. Too quiet. You anxiously look around. Evil spirits definitely had something to do with this.
Okay, let's walk around, pick up some herbs. Break defense herb. Okay.
Here's where the mash was cooked. There's some left at the bottom. Here are some barrels filled with beer that's already been brewed. I think that if I'm able to chase the evil spirits away, the brewers will be able to take it.
Curse, some dry grass.
There's some dry grass around here. It can be used for kindling. You take some dry grass. This cauldron is full of partially brewed beer. You feel an evil force hiding beneath the black surface. This is where they light the fire for brewing beer. You put some dry grass under the cauldron. Now it will be easier to light the fire.
Okay.
You can't light the fire. All the logs have burned, and there's no dry grass for a spark to take. Here is the firewood that the brewers prepared. You take some firewood. This is where they light the fire for brewing beer. You add some firewood. Now you can light the fire. You light the fire and take a step back. A spirit shows itself above the cauldron for a moment, but it soon disappears beneath the oily froth of the beer. The fire is extinguished by the spilled beer. Could a larger fire expel the chort?
More logs then?
Here is the firewood that you take a greater amount of firewood. This is where they light the fire for brew. You add even more firewood. Now the fire will burn brighter than ever. You light the fire and take a step back.
Well, you have a good holiday. Holy shit, 250 health. These things always have to have so much. Where is that? Shield breaker one. I can't remember what the heck it looks like. Break her in. So let's see. Go. Resistance to status regeneration. Oh, we have to get him.
The curse falls to the ground as a repulsive ball of foul-smelling wool. This chort was created by a Khaldun, but who would wish harm upon Nikolai? You send the brewers for the intact beer barrels and return to the Izba.